Hey everybody, I am here with Sean today doing our 2018 bracketology predictions. Everyone's favorite holiday, right, Sean?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Yes, of course. All right, and then so first we're gonna pick all the 1 seeds. 16 seed upsets never happen. I like that Pennsylvania team, but they're not gonna upset Kansas quite yet. And then Creighton versus Kansas State. We are going to take Kansas State there with their defense. Kentucky versus Davidson. I could see Davidson winning this, but I think Kentucky is going to pull away with their mean streak they're on. DeAndre and Arizona are definitely going to beat Buffalo. A lot of people are picking Loyola Chicago here, but I am going to go with Miami. I think they're much more experienced, and I feel like those upsets that everyone picks never end up coming true. Then we got Tennessee versus Wright State. I was thinking about Wright State. They're a good team, but Tennessee is going to pull away. Tennessee is a little bit overrated, but they will still be able to make it out of the first round. Then we got Nevada versus Texas. A lot of people are picking the Texas here, but I'm going to go with Nevada. I feel like all of their players can do stuff on the court, and they're going to pull away there. And easily Cincinnati will advance to the round of 32. Then we got UVA versus Kansas State. Virginia is going to win that, although I can see if Kansas State has a good game, they could override the defense of Virginia and win, but it's not going to happen. Then we got Kentucky versus Arizona. DeAndre and is going to keep going into the Sweet 16 over the streak of Kentucky and go far in this tournament. Then we got Tennessee versus Miami. Miami is not necessarily a very good team. I don't love Tennessee either, but I still think they have the stuff that could advance them to the Sweet 16. Then we got Nevada versus Cincinnati. I think Nevada does stand a chance here, but Cincinnati's defense is definitely going to shut down Nevada's offense. Then we got Virginia versus Arizona. I originally had Virginia going, but I think Arizona has the stuff to shut down this 2-loss Virginia team. So that's going to be a bold prediction there. But Tennessee versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati definitely is going to win that. Tennessee has had easy games up to this point, so I think Cincinnati's going to win there. Then here, I think DeAndre Ayton and Arizona is going to take the win and advance to the Final Four as a 4 seed. And how do you feel about that, Sean?
I take Arizona over Cincinnati, but I don't know about Arizona over Virginia. I personally take Virginia over that.
Well, okay. We then got, we might also ask, what's your take on Michael Porter Jr.? How do you think he's going to do in tournament play after being injured all year?
I think it's a gamble. If he plays well, Missouri could end up going Sweet 16, possibly even Elite 8, but to be honest, he could just not be as good and could lose to Florida State in the first round.
Okay. So I think I'm going to take Missouri there. I'm going to have faith in Michael Porter Jr. Then we're also going to take Ohio State over South Dakota State just because I like this Ohio State team. They've beaten Michigan State. They're going to be good in the next few years. Gonzaga is going to take it over Greensboro. They're a good tournament team. Then we got Houston over San Diego State, who ended up beating Nevada in tournament play. We're going to take Michigan over Montana, and we're going to take Providence over Texas A&M, and we're going to take UNC over Lipscomb. And then Xavier, Missouri. This is going to be a 1 seed out in the round of 32. I'm going to keep having faith in Michael Porter Jr., even though Sean is iffy about that. And then Gonzaga, being the good tournament team, is going to take down Ohio State. Then we also take Michigan over Houston. I think that can be a close game, but Michigan's got the hot hand. Providence, I don't think stands much of a chance here, even though they did almost take down Villanova before. Then Missouri versus Gonzaga. I think we're gonna bring through Gonzaga just because I'm not sure about Michael Porter Jr. I don't want to make them advance too far, just in case they end up losing in the first or second round. Then we got Michigan versus UNC. I'm going to take Michigan just because of how hot they are, and I'm going to take them all the way to the Final Four, too. All right, so then we got Villanova taking over LIU, the terrible LIU or Radford. Then we got Alabama over Virginia Tech. We're going to take West Virginia over Murray State, even though Murray State has a very good history, has upset before. we got Marshall stands a chance against Wichita State here, but I'm going to stick with my guts on Wichita State, even though Marshall does stand much of a chance of being the upset of the bracket. All right, so we also have Florida advancing against the playing game, which some people have been against. I'm going to take Stephen F. Austin as a very big upset here. I love the Lumberjacks. They've got a good record, even though they've never been below a 12 seed. Then we're going to take Butler over Arkansas, even though Arkansas has some big wins against big teams. I like Butler. They're good in tournament play. We're going to take Purdue over CSU Fullerton. I can see Alabama winning that, but Villanova is going to advance in the round of 32. We're going to take West Virginia over Wichita State. Stephen F. Austin, I never see these 12-plus seeds going past the round of 32, so Florida is going to advance to the Sweet 16. And originally I had Butler winning this, but I don't have enough faith in them, so I'm going to take Purdue. They're a good team overall. West Virginia versus Villanova. Some people really love West Virginia, but I'm going to take Villanova and Purdue to the Elite Eight, a 1-2 seed matchup, and Villanova is going to be my first, actually, 1 seed in the Final Four. So we picked Kansas over Penn. We're going to take NC State over Seton Hall. We're going to take, I really love, what was his name? Jamario, that guy in New Mexico State, averages a double-double. He is insane at the game of basketball. What's his name?
Mario Jones, 13 rebounds a game, easily can get you 20 boards.
Yeah,
beast.
That guy's really a beast. But I'm going to go with Clemson, even though I really like New Mexico State. I don't feel like their team is good enough to take down experienced team like Clemson. Auburn is iffy to me, but they will be able to take down that 13 seed. I think I'm going to take out TSU. I don't love them as a team. I don't think they deserve to 6 seed, maybe a little lower. Michigan State's going to take down Bucknell. We're going to put URI in front of Oklahoma. They have just impressed me so much as a team this year. And Oklahoma, I don't even think should have been in the tournament. And Duke's also going to take down Iona. And I could see NC State beating Kansas here, but I'm going to keep going with Kansas. And Auburn's also going to beat Clemson because Clemson's a bit of an iffy team. I don't have so much faith in them. Auburn's a good team as long as they come to perform. We have the playing game of Arizona State or Syracuse against Michigan State. Michigan State's definitely going to win that. And I could see URI taking down Duke here, but I think it's going to be a close game, and I'm going to take Duke all the way to the Elite Eight over Michigan State too. And Auburn is not a good enough team to take down a number 1 seed like Kansas, even though one of their best players did get hurt, which was Adoko Azubuike, which was one of their big men. So they're going to have a tough time in the paint, but I think they can still make it to the Elite Eight. But Duke is going to take them down, as I will have a Final Four of Duke, Villanova, Arizona, and Michigan. Now, here in a 4-3 matchup in the Final Four, which you don't see much often, I think DeAndre and is finally going to go down to this Michigan team that I just love to watch. And then Villanova or Duke. I originally had Villanova winning it all, but you know what? I don't want to have Villanova winning it all just like everyone. And I'm going to pick Duke here and also Duke there. And I'm going to pick a Final Four of 69 to 68 because I don't really care. And I want it to be a close game, you know? And that is going to be my pick for the 2018 bracketology. I loved it. I had this planned out all along. I've been waiting for it all year. And hope you guys all have a good day. I don't really know how to end this.
Click on it again.
It's until ending.